gets hit. The puck played by Nicholas back to McInnes. Here's the shot. Turco the save. And on the rebound, Nicholas shoved away. The puck centered. And Drake scores! Dallas Drake at 8:04 puts the Blues on the board. They lead it 1-0.
Good hard work by this line, just thrown together for tonight's game. Nicholas on the right side, Dallas Drake right upstairs on the great pass from behind the net. But you'll see it here, right here. Beautiful pass and right upstairs over the left glove there. Marty Turco, no chance. But nice play by Steve Martins, and the Blues draw first blood. They lead 1-0.
Drake has his 13th goal of the season.
Time for the Blues to take a 2-goal lead before they go into the second period.
Havanoff, the shot, he scores! Right off the face-off. Havanoff keeps that shot low. So Morrow takes an elbowing penalty at 17:43, and it doesn't take the Blues long to score. They lead 2-0.
This may have been deflected maybe by Keith Tkachuk coming to the front of the net, but you see there's Tkachuk. Yes, it hit the side of the pants of Tkachuk. So it's going to be Tkachuk's goal. When you're hot, you're hot. Keith Tkachuk now 4 goals in his last 3 games. That one right off the side of his pants.
Yeah, it did. 21st of the season. The one-timer, Zubov the save, the rebound, and Johnson pounces on the puck to stop play. Still 33 seconds to go in the Blues penalty.
Good pressure by the Stars on the power play, but the Blues still did a good job, I think, here. As you see how the box collapsed, the shot, everybody's back, and the puck ends up just going right to Brent Johnson off the skate there of Havanoff, but that's still good coverage by the Blues. Here's the ISO on Brent Johnson, down on his knees looking for the puck and then finding it and then just trapping it. So good work by the Blues penalty killers.
Puck, Zubov to Young, to Modano. Dallas looking to tie it. Dahlin with a move in front. Johnson holds his ground at the goal line and holds the puck. And 58 seconds remaining in that Keith Tkachuk high sticking penalty.
You always got to watch Alf Dahlin, one of those forwards that really has a power move to the front of the net. You see how he delays and then steps forward, tries to stuff that in between the pads of Brent Johnson, but Johnson able to hold his ground, although his pads came back in, able to get that stick on it and make the save.
Salvador from McInnes up to Nash, out with Podine and Lowe, and the Rangers take over. Both teams ready to change. We're going to have a little tussle here. This is Salvador going at it and battling with Ronald Petrovicki. I had to look twice to make sure it was Petrovicki, the young winger from Slovakia. And the crowd loves it. Salvador gets the better of the Rangers' Petrovicki.
That should spark the Blues right there. Petrovicki, somewhat of a pest, kind of like Barnaby. And you see here him and Salvador right up at the boards. There's the hit. A little bit of an elbow and then the slash, and they just got away. You can see Petrovicki wanted to drop the gloves right away, and I think he got the worst of it as Salvador clearly with the victory in that fight. So let's see if that spurs the Blues, but Salvador continue to get those rights.
This is Messier. Holik near the goal. Lindros out here at the blue line. He shoots. Glove save by Fred Brathwaite on big Eric Lindros.
You're not kidding about the size, Kenny. You see Lindros, you see Holik. 2 big forwards out there, and that's a pretty good play there. As you see Lindros circles all the way back, and then he comes in front. You see Messier with a nice little pass and the quick shot there through traffic. Good save by Fred Brathwaite.
Stillman getting that slashing penalty at 8:32. The Rangers 0 for 1 on the puck. Poking the puck loose. Martins gets it ahead, and Drake slides the puck out. 55 seconds to go in the Rangers power play. Steve Martin steals the puck, shoots, he scores! Oh, baby! From just inside the blue line. Steve Martin picked up not long ago on waivers from the Ottawa Senators, and he has his 3rd NHL goal of this season.
That should really lift the Blues. Those are one of those goals that should not go in. As Steve Martin, shorthand effort, just took it over the blue line and slapped it. There's no traffic in front. There's no way you would get beat from there. Now, I don't think Pody touched that at all either, but here it is again. The slapper maybe dipped a little bit, but Blackburn's got to make the save there. So that's a huge goal for the Blues.
Trying to get loose, the Rangers. Barnaby can't get a shot, side of the net. Brathwaite can't find the puck. Oh, quick shot by Lindros, knocked away. At the point. There's a shot knocked down in front. Brathwaite has the puck on that drive off the stick of Joel Bouchard from the left point. 2-1 New York.
He even dropped the puck there. The quick face-off. Donato didn't even have a stick down. So
here's Dimitra. What do we have now? We've got 4-on-3 favoring the Blues. And here's Al McInnes over to Havanoff. Blues looking to tie it. Dimitra backhander. Tkachuk scores on the rebound. Keith Tkachuk. A power play goal, his 22nd. And the Blues have come back to tie it at 2.
we talked about Keith Tkachuk before the game. When you're hot, you're hot, and he is hot. His 5th goal now in the last 4 games. Dimitra just shoveling the puck. You can see no one covering Tkachuk. The puck comes right up Blackburn's pad. It's an easy one for Keith. And we're tied at 2. So the Rangers, as you said, Kenny, give up a lot of goals. And this looks like this could be Taco Bell night tonight.
Mellanby for the Blues centers. Messier whacks the puck away. Lundmark there. Dimitra keeps the puck in. Here's Mellanby to Tkachuk, fending off Purinton. The wrap around Dimitra, the save, everybody scores! And the Blues have the lead for the first time tonight. Pavel Dimitra. That is his 19th goal. 3-2 Blues.
I see why the Rangers give up so many goals. Very disorganized in their defensive zone, and this puck should have been out of the zone. Purinton wasn't sure who to go to, and again, this goal shouldn't have went anyways. See, Dimitri's going to walk all the way around the net here. Purinton's not sure where to go, but even here, the shot, now that's got to be controlled. Blackburn's got to control that rebound, and the Blues take the lead for the first time tonight. He does the way he plays the style of the game. That's why he's had all these concussions. He can't play that way, but if he doesn't play that way, then he's not near as effective, and that's the problem. And it's unfortunate that, you know, we've seen that happen to him because he's one of the great players of the game.
Well, the icing call, Nash sort of stepping in the way of the Ranger player Mironov, and he takes exception. Nash just being a bit of a pest, if you will, and then barking at him. And then Jackman steps in the way of Messier. 21-year-old Barrett Jackman now having words with Boris Mironov. But how about Jackman at 21 in the face of Messier, who is 42 years of age? Empty tonight, 0 for 2 in the power play. Here's Wade, 3-on-3. Wade, a shot, and that goes just wide. Rebound, they score! Dallas Drake, and the Blues tie it at 1. Drake has his 14th goal of the season.
Dallas Drake has been chipping all kinds of goals in lately. And this is just a heads-up play. Again, a turnover at the blue line by the Sharks. Blues able to keep the puck in the zone. And Doug Wade with a quick shot that went wide. But you see the end zone war is very lively. Drake able to corral it and then throw it over to Nabokov, who couldn't get across in time. You see there, Nabokov tried to stretch out the left pad, but he was unable to get it across quick enough for the Blues. Tied the game at 1. He is, and the last time we were in Nashville, I think we displayed his fine Blues jersey.
Out to McInnes, the shot blocked by Adam Graves. Another shot, they score! Something less than 100 miles per hour, and it may even have been deflected. And the Blues take the lead 2-1.
We talked before the game about Keith Tkachuk being the power forward that goes to the front of the net. I believe that he deflected this one. This is great second effort by both Keith Tkachuk and Al McInnes. Melby with the pass back. Look at the shot blocked by Graves, but McInnes stayed with it, fought through it, and then just got this through towards the net. There's Tkachuk deflecting it right in front. You'll see it right there. There's the deflection, and it goes past Nabokov. Now, it looked like he was already sliding out of the net, but Keith Tkachuk, I believe, is going to get credit with this, and he's had 24 goals now in the year.
Conference, they're a team well worth coming by to see. There's your game recap. Power play 0 for 11 combined.
Speaking of the Flyers, they won this afternoon. The Rangers still haven't won a game under Sailor.
Have it off. Dimitri shoots and scores! What a big one! Oh, baby, it's 3-1. And the fans on their feet really thinking victory now.
Nice play by Havanov. No chance for Nabokov. He was moving from his right to left. A quick one-timer by Pavel Dimitrov. But look at the move by Havanov at the blue line. Everybody thinks he's going to Tkachuk, but there it is, the shot right through the legs of Nabokov, who thought he had it for a second, but here's another look at it. Quick wrist shot in between the pads of Nabokov. The Blues a power play goal, and they lead 3-1.
They had 25 shots on goal tonight. The Sharks 17. Owen Nolan stopped at center ice. An empty net. Wade flipping the puck towards the net, and Fahey back to grab it. Wade would take a goal any way he could get it right now. And he has it. His first goal since December the 5th. And it looks like a warehouse came off his back. That makes it 4-1. Doug Wade scores.
Absolutely. This is exactly it. He's been playing great. Second in the National Hockey League with 45 assists. He did get one tonight, and he finally gets one. December 5th was the last time, and he had 2 cracks at it. Again, oh, Nolan, no effort along the boards. That puck should have been out, moved up, and puck stolen. Wade puts it in the open net, and the Blues have a 3-goal lead.
This one is over. The third time this season these teams have met. Every game has ended 4-1. The last 2 have gone the Blues' way, so they've taken 2 out of 3, Bertie, from the Sharks.
And they did what they had to do. Again, Detroit lost this afternoon, so this is very important to get as many points ahead of Detroit as you can. The Blues now lead the Wings by 5 points, but you see the Sharks a little tired towards the end of the game. The Blues took advantage of that, and they dominated the second and the third period, and this is a big win for them, and let the streak continue.
Big win, big crowd, 19,828. The Blues win it 4-1. For Dan McLaughlin, Ken Wilson, Bertie Federko, appreciate you being here. Our crew, a great job as always. Again, we hope you'll join us Tuesday night at 6. Blues home Thursday night against Philadelphia. Next Saturday night against Phoenix, back on WB11. So thanks for being with us. The Blues win it 4-1. That's right. No question there. Now we've got a fight at the other end. Salvador and Rob Ray, who gets a pretty good right in, and they exchange rights. Bryce Salvador and Rob Ray. Those are the old roundhouse rights. And with Salvador down, Rob Ray gets one last pound in. And this comes 2 minutes, 26 seconds into the second period, and we are going to have our very first penalties of this game.
Now, Rob Ray is going to add to his penalty minutes. This will be 3,178 minutes now if he gets 5 here, which is 5th all-time in the National Hockey League. In fact, he has the most penalty minutes of any one player on one team in the National Hockey League history. But the 2 of them are, I believe, going to get 5-minute majors here. The fight started in the corner to the left of Brent Johnson. Rob Ray not known for much more than his fisticuffs, and here it is. You see pretty good punches thrown. I don't know how many were landed. Salvador with quite a bit more of a reach than Rob Ray.
The Shatan is over. Barnes knocked down with Boganicki. 7:05 left. Second period. Barnes to the point. Patrick a shot. Johnson somehow has lost his stick. Knocks the puck away. Scoops it up. And the play is stopped here in the second period with the Blues trailing 2-0.
Get a look at Wybridge, and Johnson lost his stick on the ice. So you see here as he dropped it, as Shatan came right through the crease, he wasn't holding on to it, and very fortunate he's able to scoop this one up. You see there Shatan in front and just whacking it to the net. You see Brent Johnson able to scoop it up with the left catching mitt there and hang on to it.
To get a shot on their first power play. Here's Mellanby. Mellanby to McInnes, over to Dimitrov. 4-on-3. Tkachuk scores! He taps in a great pass from Pavel Demitra. And Keith Tkachuk continues to be red hot. 11 goals in 10 games, and a big power play goal gets the Blues back to within one.
And there's no chance for a defenseman here to defend against this. You got Tkachuk, I guess, out here with Callanan, I believe, in front of them. But you see Keith Tkachuk just backs off. It's a 4-on-3. But here he is. You'll see there's Callanan has to move up. Tkachuk just backs off, and there's a perfect shot by Demitra, just aimed right at Tkachuk's stick. All he has to do is deflect it into the open side. So a power play goal for Keith Tkachuk. Now 8 goals in his last 6 games. 10 games, 8 goals in his last 6.
That is hot. Here's Martins. He shoots. He scores. Oh, baby, Steve Martins. And this one quickly tied at 2.
Great anticipation by Martins, who intercepted this clearing pass. This was a bad pass up the middle by the Sabres, and a great play by Martins to fake the shot and then take another step before he... But here it is. You see, here's the pass. Rhett Warner. Good anticipation, the fake shot, and then the quick wrister that beat Baran. And a beautiful goal by Steve Martins, and the Blues tie this at 2.
A pair of goals in the span of one. The Blues able to get the puck out. Stopped by McKee. Now all heck is breaking out. Nash runs down a Fisticuffs from behind. Drake is there. That'll help. So is Salvador. He's strong, and Nash and a Fisticuffs getting to know each other, but they're well separated now, and Nash is already in the penalty box.
Fisticuffs has missed the majority of this season because of post-concussion symptoms from this summer. And in fact, he's only been back a few games. He was benched the last game because he was not aggressive enough. So I think he's trying to get a little more aggressive. But here's the high stick there. Well, it wasn't really a high stick. Martins made it look like it was a high stick. Looked around, no call, and I believe he got hooked again right away. Well, actually, he grabbed the hold there and then pulled himself down. But that got a little bit ugly there for a while, everybody running each other. I'm assuming that there's going to be no damage done here. We're probably going to have a bunch of penalties, but I don't know if there's anybody going to really get a power play on this little fray. Well, here's Steve Martins there. Oh, he got his legs hit and he went up. And there it is. There's another one. There's Tyson Nash and a Fisticuffs going up.
JT Dumont will get a tripping penalty. Steve Martins will get the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty for taking a dive.
It looks like we're going to have maybe other penalties. Tyson Nash is in the box. If we have more than 2 calls here, we'll probably just continue to play 5-a-side. If there's only 2 calls, it'll be 4-on-4.
Zhitnik. He's got Kalinin at the near point. Coming into the middle, trying to get a shot. Hesht, he can't. And then the shot by Kalinin knocked away, and the puck goes over the glass. And that brings a stoppage in play. Still 17 seconds remaining in the Buffalo Sabres man advantage.
2 good saves by Brent Johnson on the right pad. You'll see here. But there's the clearing the front of the net by Brent Johnson. He actually made a couple of saves right here. You'll see here. Right there, there's 1, there's 2 off Kotelik. So 2 big saves by Brent Johnson.
From the draw, Kalinin, Zhitnik, Ray, and Rob Ray knocks him down. He's going to have to go with Barrett Jackman. Nash will be pulled away by Mayer. Jackman and Ray do some hugging, and that's all we really get. Now Nash trying to take Adam Mayer, then Warner becomes a 3rd man in by my judgment, which won't mean a darn thing. Meanwhile, Jackman still tied up with Rob Ray along the boards there. You're going to look at them. They don't really seem to be interested in the main event necessarily. They're going to get Adam Mayer and Tyson Nash into the penalty box.
He's got a minor penalty as well.
So they cool things down here. There'll be penalties. 9:53 left in the 3rd period. Justin Hackman, a shot saved. Finley scores on the rebound. Jeff Finley. And the Blues take the lead 3-2 for Finley. His first goal of the season and only his second point, and what a huge goal that is for the veteran defenseman Jeff Finley.
And that'll be the first assist in the National Hockey League for Papineau. Jeff Finley has not scored for 173 games, folks. That's more than 2 years, and he got this one right off the rebound. He snuck in from the point and buried it past Perron on the rebound. And the Blues come back.
And the Blues win it. They've won 15 on the road, 15 at home, and they are sitting now with 72 points. For Bernie and Dan, Ken Wilson, thanks for joining us. But player of the game, Steve Martins. He tied the game in the second period. We'll catch you again on TV on Saturday on KPLR at 7. The Midwest Sports Report is next.
Very deep. Ragnarsson cycles down low, then falls back again. Kapanen trying to leave it for Recchi. Intercepted and cleared around. And out of the zone. Short-handed opportunity the other way. Boganicki scores!
Well, what did I tell you about the St. Louis Blues? The puck never got off the wall on the power play, and that's why the Blues were able to pick it up. But watch this shot drop. It hit a stick. I think it went off Kim Johnson, and it bounced. It looked like it might have changed direction. See how it dropped? I mean, it looked like a knuckleball just collapsing on Roman Cechmanek. So Eric Boganicki, guy who had been in the penalty box, comes out and shorthanded gives. No, I meant to shoot it wide.
Wow, they were ready for this one off the draw. Brashear and Lowe. Reed Lowe's got 129 penalty minutes. Brashear 105.
Donald Brashear trying to get his troops revved up, and Reed Lowe willing to answer the bell against anybody. Right now it looks like Brashear looks like he just wants in close here. Reed Lowe is saying, come on, push back, let's go. Ooh. That's why Reed Lowe wanted to push back.
Lowe got that left in. Now Brashear's answered. Oop, another left. And a right.
They're both good with both hands.
And they both have had enough. Brashear trying to light a fire, as Bill said. Trying to get some passion going for this Flyers team. And Lowe's the man who's going to go out and answer that. And they were ready right off the face-off. As soon as the puck was dropped, so were the gloves by Tkachuk. Tkachuk will move it in. Dropped it. Dimitra back. Mellanby leaves it. Cechmanek out, empty net again. Mellanby scores!
Things are going so well for the St. Louis Blues that even when it looks like the play is dead and over, it comes to life again. Al McInnes passed to, I don't know who, let's see. Watch this, went off his skate to his stick. He was passing through two Flyers to Dimitra, never even came close to getting to Dimitra, but watch this. Eric Desjardins popped it right back to Scott Mellanby, who in his 1200th NHL game scores.
Puck comes to Boucher, he knocks it away. That was my understanding also. They were going to measure pads and goaltender equipment. Tkachuk knocked down from behind by Simpson. Then Mellanby gets in Simpson's face. Then Mellanby takes a left from Simpson, and away we go. Everybody congregates, and the linesmen are Johnny on the spot.
You're going to see Simpson go after Tkachuk all night long. Todd Simpson, I don't know if this is a feud that goes back to Simpson's days in Calgary and Tkachuk in Phoenix, but these two have gone at it all 3 games. Here's the shot that Simpson, then he jumped on top of Tkachuk. You'll see Mellanby come in, take exception to this, and a couple of punches exchanged there, one for each guy. So we're going to have penalties to both of them, but watch all night long. Simpson and Tkachuk are going to be in each other's faces all night long tonight, as we saw at the first 2 games in Phoenix.
Trying to clear, puts the puck on Dimitra's stick, over to Sasha Havanoff. Now Mellanby. Over here to McInnes. He'll shoot. Oh, good save. Rebound. They score! Boy, Kachuk, Dimitra, they are hot. A power play goal. The Blues take the lead 1-0.
Again, so many keys when you're on the power play. When you got a couple of big power forwards like Bellamy and Kachuk going to the front of the net. You got a shooter like Al McInnes. Look at this shot here. McInnes, make sure this is right low on the ice, just above the ice. You see the rebound right out. Kachuk is involved. And there the backhander by Pavel Dimitra. So this is just a great power play. The Blues have now scored a power play goal in 11 of the last 12 games now, which is unbelievable.
To the stick, Sasha Havanoff, the third season NHLer from Russia. To Bodine. He'll poke the puck in. Langkoff clears it out. And onto the stick of Johnson. Over to Nagy. 2-on-2. Now we've got a fight low, well behind the play with Simpson. A lot of people will like this. Low and Simpson.
This is what Reed Lowe has to do. This is a guy, Simpson, that's been in the face of Keith Kachuk. Melody, this is where your big guy comes through for you, and this is exactly what sends a point to the Phoenix Skylanders. Don't mess with Kachuk, Melody, any of those guys, otherwise you're going to have to deal with Reed Lowe.
Fans who have been waiting for that are happy to see it. Reed Lowe takes care of business.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. Anybody's going to question who won that one. But here it is. You see, there's Bodine running into Simpson. And then Reed Lowe comes right in. And see, Todd Simpson knew right away that what Reed Lowe was doing, he was coming right after him, so he dropped his gloves right away. But it didn't matter that he dropped his gloves first because he still got the better of the punches as Reed Lowe really pummeled him in the whole time of the fight. Both hands there, Kenny.
He did hammer him, didn't he? Oh, the crowd applauding Reed Lowe as he goes to the dressing room.
Now you tell me why Reed Lowe got the extra 2 here. That doesn't make any sense at all, in my opinion.
Abid goes out to the point. Markov keeps it in. Now a loose puck in the corner. Ramsey Abid. 2. Daniel Briere to Abid. The shot knocked down right at the post. Johnson trying to cover, hoping he gets a hold of the puck. He doesn't. It's still loose and finally held, and the whistle stops play.
Well, there it is, the puck underneath the back of Brent Johnson, and he was really sliding around trying to find that puck. As you see the Coyotes with a lot of pressure. Here's the overhead look at it. You'll see the puck coming into the fray here, right there against the post. Briere tried to slam it back. Brent Johnson was not able to find it, but here's the one, the funny one here. The puck actually came, you see it come over the thing. Everybody is still looking for it, not realizing where it was. Look at the scrum there. They think the puck's still under somebody. Tough game. Can't find the puck.
That's a lonely feeling when you're playing, don't know where the puck is. Good save. Rebound. They score! McInnes! After the Boucher save on Kachuk, McInnes blasts that low drive, and the Blues tie it at 2.
When you shoot the puck with such velocity, it just seems to have eyes, and as it just finds its way through the pad. But McInnes with just a blast. Good play here. You'll see power forward Kachuk, a good backhander. There's the rebound right out into the middle of the slot, and now McInnes does the rest. And again, you cannot kick out rebounds into the middle of the slot. You're going to get burned a lot if you keep throwing the rebounds out there. And both goaltenders have thrown some rebounds out.
Kachuk takes the puck. Stillman and McInnes with him. 3-on-3. Stillman. Kachuk. He scores! Kachuk. And the Blues get a huge goal back there from number 7.
You look at a game like this, Vancouver had an opportunity to really almost put this game away on a power play. It was terrible power play. The Blues controlled the play here, and then as soon as Kachuk came out of the box, you see here it is. This becomes a 2-on-1. This puck was meant for Al McInnes. Ended up going into the skates of Stillman, who made a real nice play back to Kachuk. You see here he took it, gave it back. Great pass, and Kachuk finished it off. Now this is a different hockey game.
28 goals goals for Keith Tkachuk. And remember, he missed quite a bit of action. That's a lot of goals. Stillman and Jackman assisting. The time of the goal, 11:03. Vancouver shoots the puck the length of the ice. Jackman is back. He touches it, icing against Vancouver. The Blues have outshot the Canucks here in the second period, 8-2. Blues trail 3-1. With Stillman, a drop to Tkachuk. Man moving in, Laflamme, puck to the net. They score! Stillman, he gets written down on the play by Brian Allen, but the puck's already in the net. Corey Stillman, and the Blues down 3-0. They're back to within one.
Now Stillman hasn't scored for 12 games now, only 2 in his last 20, and he actually backed right into Skudra, able to get the rebound and then knock it in. You'll see here, as he was standing right in the crease, able to pick the puck up right on the shot there from Tkachuk, and then just backhanded underneath, I believe, Skudra. So the Blues a power play goal. Now we have a different game totally, 3-2 now.
The Blues, with the 4th best power play in the league, now have a power play goal in 8 straight games and in 13 of 14. Stillman from Tkachuk and Bogany on the power play. Martin's looking for the puck. All he sees is McKenna, and Martins loses the puck behind the net. Here it comes to Straka. He'll shoot. A glove save by Brett Johnson on Martin Straka.
Straka didn't get all the wood on this one, but Mario Lemieux, very smart move behind the net to steal the puck from Martins. And you see right from the top of the circle there, this quick wrist shot by Straka, who likes to shoot a lot of wrist shots. He's not one of those guys that likes to slap it a lot. He uses his speed. He also uses his good wrist shot. 178 career goals, almost 500 points, so he's had a good career. Been here 9 years in Pittsburgh.
Now Samuelson to Lemieux. Over far side a shot, and Johnson the save on Sean Hines. With Keith, or I should say Wayne Primo. And here's Al McInnes. His pass to Tkachuk into the Pittsburgh zone on his backhand. Tkachuk centers. Demitra shoots and scores. Pavel Demitra comes right back to tie it at 1. Pavel Dimitrov just buries it, and that is his 24th goal of the season.
Well, no one's going to stop Keith Tkachuk when he gets a burst of speed around the corner, and I believe it was Mark Bergevin that he went right by. But here it is, you'll see, right past Bergevin, no chance here, too strong for Tkachuk. Then he threw it to the front of the net, bounced right to Pavel Demitra, and he made no mistake. So here it is again, but look at the power move past Bergevin, protecting the puck there with his body, and then the puck to bounce, and no chance for Karan. The Blues tied at 1.
Pavel Demitra, the 9th leading scorer in the National Hockey League on the trip. But he is a scratch with that shoulder injury. I would expect that there's a chance he will play tomorrow night in Minnesota. Straka all over front, he fakes, he shoots, and Johnson makes the save and closes the pads together to cover the rebound.
Big save there for Brent Johnson, and that's got to start giving him some confidence. Straka ended up all by himself in front of the net, tried to make a move from his forehand to his backhand, back to his forehand, but you see Lemieux spotted Straka. He tried to make 2 moves, and he really fanned on the second one, you see, as he tried to go to his forehand. But here's another look. Watch how he makes the move, goes back to his forehand. Now look, and he misses it. As you see, Martin's coming in, so that was a good job there by the Blues, especially Steve Martin's really coming back to rush Straka. That's why he didn't get that shot away. Fans said, again, Kenny, still a good point for the Blues as they do move 2 points ahead of the Detroit Red Wings in the Central Division.
Final in overtime. Pittsburgh wins it 2-1. For Dan McLaughlin and Bertie Federko, I'm Ken Wilson. Thanks for joining us here in Pittsburgh. Our next telecast Thursday from Savvis Center, the Oilers and the Blues. Our thanks to our crew. A great job as always. Stay tuned for the Blues postgame show on WB11. That's coming up next.
The team feeds off the confidence and character and leadership of a goaltender.
And that'll do it. The horn will sound, ending period number 2. The Wild had a 2-0 lead after 1, but the Blues are on the board. Pavel Demitra on the power play. It's a 1-goal game going to the 3rd.
score on.
Hemsky in front. Oh, and Morrow can't put it in an empty net. Sanford dives. Puck's still loose. And the Blues dodge a bullet there. Power play goal. Stales' fifth from Carter and Marchand.
That's good. We just saw Jackman. He's back out on the ice. But let's look at the pressure the Oilers put on. And here, a nice play right here. And just a deflection right by Morrow into Sanford. He had the empty net, but he deflected it into Sanford instead of into the empty side of the net. Here's a good look at it there. And Sanford able to get his blocker on that and then make another save as Reisner tried to stuff it in from the short side.
Unable to get a shot. Centers. Puck to the crease. And it's dropped upon by Markkanen. We get a whistle and we get some more shoving. In the middle of things there. Ruchinski getting pulled away. Jackman and Chimera. A couple of young players in the league, and they're separated.
I think Marty Ruchinski is the one guy that really has to step up. He's playing so well, as you mentioned, and now it would be really good with the Blues without Kachuk, without Wade, for Ruchinski to step forward and score some key goals. And this is a really good sign here. You see coming right back in and trying to knock this one in, and then standing right in there and staying into the crease and fighting for position. So it'd be good to see Marty score some goals.
This is Alexei Semenov. He's a 21-year-old. Now a fight Larocque over there with Reed Lowe. Lowe and Georges Larocque. I'll give you the dimensions on Larocque. 6'3", 245. A couple of good lefts from Larocque. He's got Lowe on the ropes, or on the boards, if you will. And that was a tough battle there for Reed Lowe. Georges Larocque is combatant.
Yeah, 6'3", 249. I think he came to camp like a 270 of solid muscle. They made him lose 20 pounds of solid muscle. A couple of big heavyweights going at it. And Larocque just uses his great strength there, and he was able to get Reed Lowe into the position that he wanted as he kind of just dangled him out, got him loose with that right hand, and then was able to punch him a couple of times with the left. But these are going to be major penalties here. The two major guys. But here it is. You'll see how Larocque just used his strength here, is able to just get a hold of Reed Lowe into the position that he's able to just almost ragdoll him. But just keep watching here. They'll get a hold of him and then hold him out. There he got him now. Hold him with the right, and then that's the right thing for Lowe to do, is get away from him so you don't get punched.
Works over Ruchinski. Then they get into a fight. Back the other way. Here's Hemsky. Now play is stopped. It's Ruchinski and Niinema. Neither one of them what you would call fighters. Of course, Ruchinski from the Czech Republic. Niinema is from Finland. And they just kind of got shoving, and it just kept going and going and going.
And thank goodness it did, because it was a 3-on-1 for the Oilers the other way. But here again, pushing and shoving. There's Niinema on top of the goaltender. As Ruchinski took exception, the two of them, a couple of pretty good whacks at each other. No gloves dropped, but a lot of action. But you see here how Ruchinski ends up right into the goaltender there, and that's why Niinema took exception of it. And they just traded blows, so both of them will get minor penalties and will play 4 aside. But in the meantime, it was Jeff Finley. Curtis Sanford, we talked about his first start in a long time. Last time he started was against the Edmonton Oilers in Edmonton and had to leave, but he had a solid first period, gave up the 1 goal, made some decisions. And here was maybe his best. He held his ground there. The shot wasn't on goal, but you see how well he moved across with the shooter.
Over to Brewer. He waits, shoots, deflected, the save! Sanford with a puck in his glove. And the crowd likes that.
Oilers are going to try to take everything to the net as well. Both Niinema likes to shoot the puck. So does Brewer, and then you've got, of course, Carter. The big forwards going to the front of the net. Carter for sure. You see Carter right in front. Everybody taking some whacks at it. Marchand, there's Carter again. You see him standing there. There's Marchand trying to get it loose, and a good save by Sanford to hang on to it.
Sanford, not all that big. 5'10", 187. At least compared to a lot of the goalies nowadays. Still 13 seconds until Salvador's back. Stales with a puck. Morrow, he's got Reisner along the boards. This is Marty Reisner. He'll shoot, block, loose puck, cleared away by Drake. Shot by Stales. Sanford the save, looking. The puck knocked away. The penalty over. Salvador on. Hemsky, Reisner, he shoots, great save, Sanford. Dale sends the puck in deep. Now the Blues are reeling a bit here. Hemsky. Both teams at full strength behind the net. Reisner out here to Stales. He shoots off the stick of Ryan Johnson and wide. Reisner feeds behind the net. Drake gets there and says, let's put an end to this. And he clears the puck the length of the ice. Back to touch it. Alish Pisa. And an icing call against the Blues. That man has come up big. Smile. There's Curtis Sanford. He has to be smiling behind that mask, getting a standing ovation from this crowd here at Savas Center. He has performed very, very well, to say the least.
Yeah, 3 big saves in that power play.
Center ice. McInnes flips it ahead. Played by Cleary. He'll shoot it down the ice. Now Mellanby's going to go at center ice. Mellanby and Steve Stales just eyeing each other. Now, whoa! Mellanby got him to the chin. Might have gotten him a second time with a right. Stales just clinging now. Tries to counter with a right. Gets caught up. Stales keeping his face out of the way as much as possible. And Mellanby awfully strong. Oh, he hammers Stales, who hits Mellanby in the back of the shoulder there with a right, and they go down. Pretty good fight and a pretty good outcome for Scott Mellanby. The Blues are down 1-0. 5:58 to go in the second period. Corey Stillman, he'll shoot high and wide. Here's McInnes sending the puck behind the net to Papineau. Papineau in front. Big save, Markkanen. Stillman a backhander. They score! Justin Papineau. He has his first NHL goal. And Markkanen screaming, as you can see at the referee. But the Blues here in the second period have tied it at 1.
This is the way it should work out. Justin Papineau deserved this goal. He was the one that started it all. Made a nice play to the front of the net, was able to cash in on a second rebound. But you'll see here, there's the pass, and then everybody scrambling in front. The shot by Corey Stillman and the rebound to Papineau, but here it is, he's standing off to the side, just chips it in, and the Blues on a very important goal. They tied at 1. You'll see it from the overhead. There's Dimitri going through the crease, and that's, I think, what Markkanen was unhappy about, is that it was Dimitri that ran into him, but he was pushed into him.
Lose the puck. Horkoff has it to Carter. To Horkoff. In front, Comrie. Oh, baby, Sanford. What a save to rob Mike Comrie. And the puck cleared off Bodine into the Blues bench. And the 23-year-old from Owen Sound, Ontario, comes up with a gigantic save there.
Huge save, a nice play, and a pass, and Comrie tried to go just along the ice. But Sanford sliding across from his left to right, able to make the big save. But here it is, a nice move here by Horkoff, the pass. You see right here, the pads coming across. 5-hole is closed, stick down, makes a huge save. Here's his 4th NHL game. Really only his 3rd start.
And Jackman, Stillman a shot, whoa, and a glove save, and then Jackman there, Semenoff gets on top of him as Jackman kind of bumped into goaltender UC Markkanen. 12:22 to go. He's got Drake with him. Dallas Drake shoots, he scores! Oh, baby! Dallas Drake gives the Blues a 2-1 lead with his 16th goal of the season.
You're talking about timely goals, timely goaltending. Well, this is a timely goal. This is not timely goaltending if you're an Edmonton Oilers fan, as Dallas Drake just ripped this one from the top of the circle, and he just let it go, and he beat him cleanly to the upper glove hand side. Here it is, a look from this side, and you see the reaction, I think, by everybody in the building, and that's a huge goal, and the Blues take a 2-1 lead.
Morrow takes the puck off the draw to Sanford. Now here's a shot. Sanford makes the save. And the puck goes into the crowd as Jason Chimera comes in. Of course, when you wake up tomorrow morning, the only important thing for the Blues and Curtis Sanford, no matter what happens tonight, will be Saturday. You got to keep proving it over and over and over.
That's right, but this young man has played very well. This is a good save. Watch how he took a step out here. Look at how far ahead of the crease he is. Into the butterfly position, but takes that right in the center. He was really square to the shot there, and that's why he made the big save.
Takes the puck away, moving in with Boganicki. And Dimitra. The Boganicki deflection, he scores! Eric Boganicki and a great pass from Dimitra. And that makes it 3-1 Blues.
Pavel Dimitra now with 3 assists in the game. And this is really a backbreaker for the Oilers. Boganicki going hard to them. I think the Oilers got stuck in a change here. They were changing in front of their bench. The Blues able to break away. Stillman across to Dimitra. And look at this deflection right there past Markkanen. No chance there for Markkanen. As Boganicki gives the Blues a 2-goal lead.
Boganicki's 16th of the season. From Dimitra and Stillman. Stillman now has 2 assists. Now a fight, Mellanby. And Morrow just stays out of the way. Peppers have flared most of this game. Big goal by that man. From Connecticut, Eric Boganicki.
There's another look at it with the Oilers. You see just on the change, the defenseman coming on late. Not able to get back. Boganicki with a little deflection. Scott Mellanby, a couple of fights now. Once with Ethan Morrow, the one earlier tonight was Steos. But a nice night again for Pavel Dimitra. Missed a chance to score a goal early in the game on the breakaway.
Gets hit. The puck played by Nicholas. Back to McInnes. Here's the shot. 52 seconds. The rebound. Nicholas shoved away. The puck centered. And Drake scores! Dallas Drake! Steve Martin puts the Blues on the board. And an empty.
Good hard thrown together for tonight's game. Nicholas on the right side. You can see the organized upstairs on the great pass from behind zone. Right here. Beautiful the Oiler bench and over the left glove there. Marty saying he just threw it down. But nice play by right here. Just get it and fire it. First blood. They lead 1-0.
Drake has his 13th goal of the season.
Time for the Blues to take a 2-goal lead before they go into the second period.
Havenoff, the shot, he scores! Right off the face-off. Havenoff keeps that shot low. So Morrow takes an elbowing penalty at 17:43, and it doesn't take the Blues long to score. They lead 2-0.
This may have been deflected maybe by Keith Tkachuk coming to the front of the net, but you see there's Tkachuk. Yes, it hit the side of the pants of Tkachuk. So it's going to be Tkachuk's goal. When you're hot, you're hot. Keith Tkachuk now 4 goals in his last 3 games. That one right off the side of his pants.
Yeah, it did. 21st of the season. And that gives you an idea of how high we are. I thought it was below. The one-timer, Zubov the save. Buck sent into the Blues end. 5 seconds to go.
It was important to stop the bleeding, and they've done that.
Buck goes wide. That'll do it. This one is over. A big win for the Blues. For Bernie Federko, Dan McLaughlin, I'm Ken Wilson. The Blues win it 4-1. Thanks to our crew. They do a good job as always. Back with a complete post-game report on the Midwest Sports Report next.